folks here from a lot of different organizations. But I want to read briefly a statement from Carl Dix, who's one of the co-founders of the October 22nd National Day of Protest, along with Cornell West, and also co-founders of the Stop Mass Incarceration Network, to talk about what this day is about and what this month of resistance that this day is a major culmination of is about. So let me just get right into this statement. Hey, everyone, look! October 22nd, 2014, the 19th annual National Day of Protest to stop police brutality, repression, and the criminalization of a generation is occurring in a crucial time. This is a time of intensifying attacks. Here we go. We got Roosevelt University. Roosevelt University.
That's right.
In the house.
That's right.
In the house. All right.
Roosevelt and females for Ferguson.
All right. All right, well, let's go back to the statement. Maybe we should do a little chant here. We should do a little chant here. No justice, no peace. Fuck the police. 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 All right, well, we got some more. We got some more.
Yeah. Right to our left over here, we have Brother T.O. Hardeman, who's running for Amara and T.O. Hardeman.
All right, we got a lot of people in the house.
Amara is running for mayor, and we all know the service that Brother T.O. Hardeman is committed, activist in the community, and is very much into help saving our people. Indict, convict, send the killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict,
send the killer cops
to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell.
Indict, convict, send the killer cops to jail.
Hey, I want to ask y'all something. What does hands up mean? What does hands up mean? What does hands up mean? Is this an aggressive posture? Is this an aggressive posture? Hands up means don't shoot.
Hands up.
Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. And I just want to say one more thing. In solidarity with Mike Brown in Ferguson down there. Mike Brown means we got to fight back.
Mike Brown means
we got to fight back. Mike Brown means we got to fight back. Mike Brown means we got to fight back.
Okay, now that everyone's in here in the house. Say what? Okay, all right, so we want to get in the streets fairly quickly, so I want to read this statement from Carl Dix, like I said, who's one of the co-founders of October 22nd and the Stop Mass Incarceration Network. Then we will have some brief statements from a few of the groupings that are here so people get a flavor of who's here. Then we're going to get in the streets. So, without further ado, this is a statement from Carl Dix on the importance of this day and what this day is about. October 22nd, 2014, the 19th annual National Day of Protest to stop police brutality, repression, and the criminalization of a generation is occurring in a crucial time. This is a time of intensifying attacks on the people by the criminal injustice system in this country. We all burned with rage when we heard that a cop in Ferguson had gunned down Michael Brown and left his body lying in the street for 4.5 hours. And we were sickened by the sight. of Eric Garner being choked to death by the cops in Staten Island, hearing him say, "I can't breathe," again and again. And these were only two of the many, many people whose lives were stolen by murdering pigs in the past few months. From July 17th, the day Eric Garner was murdered, to August 17th, at least 60 people were killed by law enforcement. That's almost 2 people every day. And none of these killer cops have been punished for their crimes. This must stop. This intensified police murder is a concentration of an overall program of suppression that targets Black and Latino people. This program includes warehousing more than 2 million people in prison, subjecting 80,000 people in prison to torture of long-term solitary confinement, stepped up detention and deportation of our immigrant sisters and brothers, and criminalizing young people. All of this amounts to a slow genocide that is breaking the bodies and crushing the spirits of tens of millions of Black and Latino people. These horrors are built into the very fabric of this system. And I tell you, it's going to take revolution, nothing less, to end them once and for all. That's right.
Do the pledge, huh?
And everyone who sees these horrors for what they are needs to act now, like we're doing here and all across the country. And to join in building a powerful resistance to these horrors, resistance that can beat them back and ultimately stop them. And it's a time when people are standing up in resistance to these horrors. The defiant youth of Ferguson poured into the streets the day Michael Brown was murdered, and they have been in the streets ever since, withstanding everything the authorities have thrown at them: tear gas, rubber bullets, militarized police, a National Guard mobilization, and more. And some of us were in the streets of Ferguson with them, standing with them. Their righteous stand drew people around the country into supporting them and standing up against police murder overall. And all this makes it crucially important that we mount powerful resistance like we're doing right now across the country on this October 22nd. And it creates a potential to do just that. We must come together in cities all across the country in a loud and powerful voice say, "No more" to the horrors of the criminal injustice system of this country. On this day, we must give a platform to those whose loved ones have been stolen from them by brutal murdering cops or have been warehoused in the torture chambers this system calls prisons. They must be able to tell of the devastation that's inflicted on their lives and their families. And people from many different backgrounds in society must stand with them and have their backs in the fight to stop police murder and mass incarceration. That's what we're doing here today. This 19th annual National Day of Protest is being marked at least 68 cities across the United States, more than ever. And we're here to say in a loud, united voice, fuck the police, yes. Police brutality, we say no more. Mass incarceration, we say no more.
No more.
Torture in the prisons, we say
No more.
Targeting of immigrants, we say
No more. Targeting of our youth, we say
No
no more.
And this is not about just acting one day and being riled up, because we actually have to end this and going home and doing nothing else. Or just this being a month of October that we just do a lot of stuff and nothing really changes. Instead, this resistance and the resistance that we've manifested throughout the whole month has to go and be a springboard from which we continue to take this struggle of resistance to a higher level. What we are doing today must continue to put a huge stop sign, like on those posters and placards right there, a stop sign in the face of the ruling class and the people who run this society, making it so that everyone who is targeted and suffers under the slow genocide of mass incarceration and police terror can see there is a movement, a nationwide movement that they can join and must join to stop this shit. And that no one can stand aside and turn a blind eye to the reality of this slow genocide that people may not know about, but that we're making known to people across this country and across the world. And they have to stand up in resistance. And he says, let me get practical about this. It means we need to get reports on everything that happens there, Twitter, Instagram, put this shit on social media and let the world know that we're standing up. It means that we promote people wearing orange in solidarity with prisoners on October 30th. And it means we have to be prepared to act when these grand juries don't indict these pigs who murdered Mike Brown and Eric Garner, and be in the streets defiantly opposing that, because they're laying the stage for these motherfuckers to walk again, and we ain't having that. And this means across the country, nationwide, we have to continue building this movement until we end this, because mass incarceration plus silence equals genocide, and we are and must act to stop this now.
Okay.
We don't want a prison nation. Stop
Some mass incarceration. We don't want a prison nation. Stop mass incarceration. We don't want a prison nation. Stop mass incarceration. Yeah, right now, we have some victims in the audience, family members, that anyone who was shot down out here in the streets, make your way to the stage. We want to recognize them.
And as they're doing that, maybe we can let
We want to recognize those mothers who have lost their children to killer cops. Can you please make your way to the stage?
And while the families are coming up, we're
and while the families are coming up, we're going to bring Brother T.O. Hardeman to you.
Okay, give yourselves a hand for being out here today. Just give everybody a hand. I just want to make this clear. I'll make this real quick and brief. Tomorrow at Cook County Jail at 9:30 a.m., Commander Glenn Evans is going to court. Commander Glenn Evans is the commander that was charged with 52 counts of excessive police force. And this guy has to be locked up and put under the jail. And we have to continue to fight and stand up every day of the week, because it shouldn't just stop right here. I want everybody to know that I'm really proud of you all for showing up today in memory of my man Mike Brown, in memory of Rashad. Give me Rashad's last name again. Yeah, sorry about that. Rashad McIntosh, Saving Our Seeds are here. And we also have
Saving Our Sons.
Saving Our Sons, brother, Reginald Berry. And look here. Get out to Mike. Listen up.
Mic check.
Mic on or not? Yeah. All right. We also have in our midst Sister Amara India, and she's running for mayor of Chicago. She's one of our own. Sister Amara India is with us, standing unified with us, okay? She's out here standing with us. I just want to mention she's here. Put your fists up, baby girl. That's Sister Amara India. I want y'all to really look at her. I know this is not a political event, but this sister's running for mayor, and we need to support her all the way. All right?
Okay, right now we're gonna bring Brother Reginald Berry from Saving Our Sons. Let's receive him warmly.
Can we say power to the people? Can we say power to the people? Power to the people. Power to the people. All right. Listen, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you all came down here this morning to stand in solidarity with us. Again, we know that the police have been ravaging our communities. They've been incarcerating our kids, our fathers, and our mothers from our community. The sole purpose is to steal our land. We got to say no more. No more. No more. We have to tell our legislators from the governor on down, you understand, we will not tolerate our community as being the fodder that they fill these prisons up with. You see what I'm saying? I come from a personal attack, seriously, because I was incarcerated for 18 years and have in the last 8 years served in Tam's super maximum prison. So I would say that is one of the most inhumane places that a person can ever be. I wouldn't treat a dog the way they treat the men and women that was in Tam's supermax prison. And we took a stand with Brother Grant and the revolution and said, no more! No more! And we shut it down. That's what we can do as a people. We shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! And power to the people.
Yeah, briefly, we're gonna yield the mics to some mothers here that lost their sons. And everybody, please pay attention to this. You know, it's very important. I myself lost a nephew in Memphis, Tennessee, to the police named Justine Hunter, who was shot down at a gas station, shot 9 times. The first 2 bullets hit him in the head, and 7 bullets after that was just overkill. So you can't imagine what these mothers go through. You can't imagine the pain that they feel. You can't imagine. You just can't imagine. And we don't want to see this reach any more households. We don't want another casket like that over there. We don't want to see anyone else laid up in a box like that for no reason at all.
Okay, can I ask Michelle from United Voices for Prisoners to get on deck while we let the family members speak?
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming out and supporting this very special cause. My son, Rashad McIntosh, he was shot and killed by the Chicago police. And they murdered him. He was surrendering. He was begging for his life, asking them not to shoot him, had his hands in there, and they still shot and killed him. And right to this day, I still haven't got any answers. No one has contacted me. I have reached out to Chief Bennett. I have protested to the 11th District. Still, no one is giving me any answers on why. I want that officer that shot and killed my baby. I want him indicted. I want justice served for my baby.
No more! No more! No more!
No more!
No more!
No more! Rashad means we got to fight back.
Rashad means we got to fight back. Rashad means we got to fight back. Rashad means we got to fight back. Rashad means we got to fight back.
We have to fight back.
Justice for Rashad.
Justice for Rashad.
Justice for Rashad. Justice for Rashad. Justice for Rashad. Justice for Rashad. Justice for Rashad.
And do we got any more family members that are speaking? Michelle from United Voices, you coming up? Okay.
Yes. Come on up.
My name is Leonard Alexander. Did you hear me? Yeah. My name is Leonard Alexander. I'm from the Pork Organization Protecting Our Loving Kids. It's an organization we formulated as a result of the death of Rashad McIntosh. I'd just like to address some of the issues that's been going on in the community, because there has been a tradition in our neighborhood handed down by Gary McCarthy And the tradition is shoot the kills, ask questions last. As a result of these atrocities, Rashad McIntosh, life was tragically taken on the 2800 block of Polk, August 24th. As a result of that, subsequently, we marched on Kesey and Harrison, 800 strong, 700 strong, and 4 days later, August the 28th, Commander Evans was stripped from the police station, and now he's, as of now, on desk duty, supposedly.
No justice, no peace.
We've seen this man several times coming through our neighborhoods, smiling, laughing. We want this man off the force.
That's right.
We want justice for Rashad.
That's right.
Justice for Rashad.
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 Justice for Rashad. And I just want to add that as you look behind me, we ain't got enough room for all these victims. You understand? So understand, it's not enough room on this stage to hold all of the victims that have been victimized by these senseless tirades and killings in our communities. All life has value. All life should matter. All life should matter.
All right, we got 2 more speakers, and then we're gonna get in these streets. Okay, well then we'll have 3 more, but we got Rosario, and then we got Roosevelt, and then we got this brother here.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Hi everyone, I'm here for United Voices for Prisoners. I'm here to say enough is enough. My he's been in jail for 65 years. Enough is enough already. Our loved ones are in the hole, like they call them. Let's talk ghetto.
That's
in the fucking hole. Enough is enough already.
Enough is
Let's stop
enough.
the torture already. Let's go.
Let's go.
Enough
Enough
is enough.
is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Stop mass incarceration.
Stop mass incarceration.
Stop mass incarceration.
Stop mass incarceration. We don't need a prison nation. Stop mass incarceration.
Hello, everybody. I'm Richard Wallace from Roosevelt University, Chicago Workers Collaborative. We were down in Ferguson, standing with the folks standing for Mike Brown. I see the same energy out here today. Mike Brown means we got to fight back.
Mike Brown means we got to fight back.
Mike Brown means
We got to fight back.
Mike Brown means
We got to fight back.
crooked cops mean
We got to fight back.
Crooked cops
We
mean.
got to fight back.
Yes. Today at 7 o'clock, we're going to have a cultural event at 1000 North Milwaukee at the Multiculti. Come out and enjoy a good time with fellow comrades, artists, revolutionaries. Let's build, let's continue this movement, let's continue this process. Thank you very much.
enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Just want to say right on to the people. I represent the POC. Black Panther Party Club. Man, right on, love, respect, and service. Right on, we like to say, freedom, all power to the people. I represent the Black Panther Party Club with Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. We out on these streets working every day, been organized, in defense of the sister on my right, her son, we say, no justice, no peace, no racist police, you dig? We out here organized in the same mantra, in the same spirit of the Black Panther Party. Their mantra was, all power to the people. I can't hear you, all power to the people. Let them hear you in the county jail, all power to the people. Let them hear you in California, all power to the people. Let them hear you down there in California and Polk, all power to the people. We say free them all, we love Mike Brown Town, you dig? Power to the people.
Justice for Rashad.
Chicago! They told me, my name is Amara Enya. And they told me they didn't want to do a political speech, but I told them this isn't about politics. Our lives are on the line. We have a Mike Brown in Chicago almost every single day. Is that not right? Yes. So I have a question for you all. Chicago, are we sick and tired of what is happening in this city? Yeah! Do we know that we need new leadership in this city? Do we want leadership that understands our experience as Chicagoans in the neighborhood? Let me ask you something. Whose city is this?
Our city!
Whose city is this?
Our city!
Whose city is this?
Our city!
Is this the mayor's city? Is this a city for the 1%? Now is the time. We need people that look like us, and I have a special message, especially for the young people, because they are the most important people here. Am I right? Let me explain to you, and I'm gonna get off in 30 seconds, but let me explain to you what they're gonna tell you. They're gonna tell you the things that they tell me, because I decided that enough is enough, because I decided that I will challenge what they say is the most powerful political machine in this country, because enough is enough. But this is what they tell me. They tell me that I'm too young. Does that sound right?
Bullshit!
They'll tell me that I don't have enough money.
Bullshit!
They'll tell me that I'm not the right race,
Bullshit!
not the right gender,
Bullshit!
don't have enough money.
Bullshit!
They are telling me that I do not deserve, which means you do not deserve to participate in the democratic process in this city. Are they right?
Hell
Exactly. So what do we do about it?
no! Enough is enough!
Exactly. Enough is enough. We have to stand up now. We cannot be afraid of any political establishment when people are dying every single day in this city. And it requires us to be bold. We cannot be afraid, and we have to take this opportunity to stand up for our city. Whose city is it?
Our city!
We need to vote. We need to act constantly and persistently. Whose city is it?
Our city!
Whose city is it?
Our city!
Whose city is it?
Our city!
Thank you.
Hell to the sister! Hell to the sister!
All right, we got students right here, and then we're in the streets. These students gonna do a little spoken word piece, and then we're in the streets.
Hi,
Give it up
my
for
name
these
is
youth.
My name is Numbers. I got this poem on police brutality. It's called Answer This. Why is it that the world is filled with lies reeked from the deceit we sow? Why is it that 9 days the brightest light in the room is a dim electronic glow? Why is it that they expect us to respect authority when all they do is decimate labeled minority? How is it that it's redundantly unnecessary? And to the ignorant, it might even be kind of scary. Well, to the well-informed as well, they say life is what you make it. I hear that we live in hell. So much pain and death around me, my head swells. It's astounding that until my last breath, my thoughts are wrapped around my neck. But I digress. This game of chess is unbeatable. As of yet, there's still too many cheaters, and too many eaters, and too many tweeters. How can I become a leader without following the leader? There's no oasis in the nation from salvation of elation. Sinners shrouded in shades can't be blinded by salvation. And I am only one. In this life, one too many. Trying to have some fun, but I can't stop this senseless killing. So, riddle me this. Is it worth it? Did he deserve it? Do you feel worthy? Can you really call your pride a trophy? The sequel in and live without means that you're en route, but I doubt that what I need can be mapped out. They telling me that what I need is to rethink, but I think that I done thought enough. It's time to either step up and act or just be done.
How y'all doing out here tonight? How y'all doing out here? All right, I got a piece for y'all today. Stand for something or fall for a lie. If you protect and serve, why do I feel for my life? Living in a generation surrounded by false litigation, we never took consideration of a nation full of hate. Does my skin offend you? Do my clothes make you cringe? Let me stand to harass me, leave me dead in the back street? And the blue lights in my rear view creating a clear view that I'm black in America, which makes me fearful. But today I suppress, on the stress I won't fear. So I fight with these words to show I got militant gear too. If you point your weapon, Mr. Officer, will I move, Mr. Officer? Will I fall to my knees, Mr. Officer, screaming, please don't shoot? But even with this plea in the middle of the street, Mr. Officer will ensure the law is enforced on me. Fuck 12.
CBDK.
All right, we gonna march now. We're gonna get in the streets.
about justice.
Hello, everybody. This is my son, Jamie Huwad. My son was tortured by the Chicago police and wrongfully convicted. My son has been in prison for 17 years for a crime that he did not commit. I also have families. There's so many other families here that have been wrongfully convicted by the Chicago police. Yet, these officers continue to do this to other kids. We need to put a stop to it. The code of silence, they shouldn't have the code of silence. They don't protect us. What are they there for? For them. We need to work with our legislators and try to get them to take that code of silence off. My name is Annabelle Perez, and I have other mothers that would like to speak, if it's okay.
They can come up. Come on up. Come on up.
And if we can use everybody's support, you can look up my son's case on Jamie Huwad, H-A-U-A-D. There's a videotape showing how my son was wrongfully convicted and tortured by the Chicago police. The officer that framed him is sitting in prison doing natural life himself. We need people to come out. This was beautiful. Everybody that came, thank you, everybody. We need the support. All the mothers that are out here, there's a lot of mothers that have lost their loved ones and will never get an opportunity to hold them again. I get an opportunity, and I thank the Lord for that. But you know what? We need to support them too. Because these officers need to be held accountable for what they do. We need to expand the committee where they get charged with what they do. Because you know what? Right now, they torture people, they kill them, and there's no charges put in on them. We need to have them put some charges on them. Here goes Esther.
Just before Esther comes up, I'd like to say, everyone who's been here, who marched, we did a powerful thing today. And it's very important that tomorrow is not going to be the same as today because of the actions we took today. Across the country in 33 cities. And more than that. We need to keep this up. We need to build it. This is the beginning, just the beginning of the end for mass incarceration. What we're doing here is people are testifying in front of cameras. The cameras are recording the horrors that people face on a daily basis in the prisons, in the streets and neighborhoods of Chicago. What we're doing here is a tribunal, a testimonial, and the cameras are recording for posterity. But if you were out marching, you know that we've made our statement in the streets. Some of us were able to make the statement in City Hall, and we will continue to make the statement throughout the day, into the night. And remember, on October 30th, wear some orange in solidarity with all the people locked up in the prisons and dungeons across this nation. We don't want a prison nation. We don't want a prison nation.
My name is Esther Hernandez. Okay, anyway, hello, my name is Esther Hernandez. I'm the co-founder of the committee Innocent Demands Justice, okay? I want to say that they took my sons away, two of them, my two sons. They took them away from me 17 years ago for a crime that they didn't commit. This corrupted cop, Bernardo Guevara, from Area 5, Grand and Central, he has we could say over 40 framers, 40 innocent men in prison for crimes that they did not commit. And I'm not only here for my sons, I'm here for all of them. For all of them, because there's a lot of different things going on. You know, these cops are corrupted, they think they own everything, they think they're God, and they could do whatever they want with our kids. You know, my sons, 17 years ago, one of them was going to college that same year when that happened. They were not in the same place, they were different places, when this happened. But yeah, this cop, Renato Guevara, all he wanted was to frame him so he didn't have to do no more work, you know, he would just go up in his career. And today I'm here to say that we are here to fight for the wrongfully convicted and for everybody else that's in prison, especially people are in prison, you know, whether they did the crime or not, they're there to pay for the crime. But these people, they push them and they push them and they make them go crazy. And then they end up in mental health hospitals, you know, and that's why we're here for the fight. And I'm so happy that everyone is here today. I'm glad that I was able to join you guys because this is a good thing that you're doing, you know. And also, I think these cops should be prosecuted, you know. That's right. The prisoners, our guys are in there doing crimes that they didn't commit, and the cops are here making more money, going up in their careers, getting a big paycheck. Especially Renato Guevara, he's retired, collecting money, and just sitting back, while our loved ones are in there suffering every day. Because I could see, they're in there, I could see if they were there and they would not push them and do things to them, but they torture them in the prison. They do whatever they want with them and they get away with it because who are they going to believe, the prisoners or the cops, you know? And so I wanted to say that I'm here fighting for all of them, and I encourage every family to continue to do this, to continue to go to different, wherever there's something going on, the people should go, they should join, you know. There's a lot of groups here, and I'm thankful for that. I pray that everyone will continue to fight for the loved ones that are in there. There's a lot of people in prison that the families don't even come out here, and I pray that they would, you know, that they would touch their hearts, you know, and say, we gotta go out there and fight for the freedom. And this I'd say, and I thank you guys, and I pray that everyone will just have a peaceful rally. In Jesus' name, thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to say this to you. We stop mass incarceration, we get jobs back out here. They will not make your Victoria's Secrets in the jail no more. They will not make military uniforms in the jail. Mass incarceration has nothing to do with crimes, it has to do with slave labor. Oh, yeah. When we understand that America's working the inmates to keep our asses out here out of jobs, we will do something. Wake up, America, because these students that's out here, they got a debtor's prison for you. 10 years from now, our asses will be serving in the jail to pay the student loans. So are we gonna step up and fight to get our brothers and sisters out, get our immigrants out, save America, change America? Why are we only democracy that the government got their foot on our damn neck, but we vote for them? Because we ain't right. Say it right. We're not a democracy, we're a fallacy. Thank you, everybody.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and comrades. My name's Tommy. I'm with Stop Mass Incarceration Network, Roosevelt University chapter. Shouts to BSU and RISE. Wouldn't be here without you. And shouts to my professor, Leon Bailey, a true revolutionary and purveyor of critical thought. We're all facing a wake-up call here today. The wake-up call is that we live in a racial caste system. I want to tell you, comrades, I want to tell you about Joe Arpaio, who still walks free, racially profiling in Arizona. He has been convicted of it, yet faces no time. He proudly describes his prison as a concentration camp. It goes up to 140 degrees in there. They are not allowed to have water. Nothing is done about it. He has a social media campaign. He has a Twitter with followers. He has not responded to my messages. I want to tell you, comrades, I want to tell you about in Portugal, where they decriminalized all drugs, and they offer instead free rehab and rehabilitative services instead of punishing people and putting people in an environment of constant fear for 15 years and then expecting them to go back to regular life while punishing them by making them unable to get work or education or housing. I want to tell you guys about in Acapulco, where the police went on strike and the citizens didn't want them back because crime went down and the streets ran safer and cleaner and more efficient. I want to tell you, comrades, and I want to ask you, what kind of world is it that we want to live in? What kind of relationships do we want to establish with each other? How do we want to treat others, and how do we want them to treat us? Do we want to be prisoners? Do we want to be people that hold others in cages? And this is not a political movement, and this is not a religious movement. This is a human movement. So do we want to treat each other like prisoners, or do we want to wake up and be fucking humans?
My husband has been wrongfully convicted of a crime for 17 and a half years. Today I am here with my children, his children, to prove to everyone that he is a father even behind bars, okay? He belongs to be home with his kids, not out inside a prison cell thinking 24/7 how he could be living his life with his children and giving them the rightful place of having a father at home with them. Today we are here to fight for the wrongfully convicted and also for those who have been incarcerated. We need to fight for them. We need to be here for them. One question to Anita Alvarez. You have 30 wrongful convictions within the prisons out of the same precinct, Area 5, Grand and Central, out of the same detectives that have been wrongfully convicting these guys. Open your eyes and realize what's going on. They need to come home. They need to be home, but not home because they did their time for someone else, but because they are wrongfully convicted and they are innocent.
Hello, I just want to say one thing. Everyone that's out here, everyone that marched, you are the people who care. You are the people who stood up for what we need in this society, what we need in this world, what we need in this nation. We need justice. We need a fair human government, which is, I don't know about saying government because I don't know what this government is about, but it's about BS, I know that. Anyway, the thing is, I thank you, I commend everyone that's marched, everyone that's standing here that cares. And you need to continue to care, because just like we stand up against mass incarceration, I would like to make a statement about what, if we don't continue to stand up, if we don't continue to fight, what is really going to turn out to be. It's going to be mass victimization, because that's what we are. We're living under a victimization government. These policemen are becoming the criminals, and they're uniformed criminals that's getting away with their victimization by a system that legally gives them the right. They do not have the right. We're not going to stand for them to have the right, and we're going to change the right to be our right, to be the way we want it to be. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jill McLaughlin. I'm with Chicago World Can't Wait and the National Steering Committee of World Can't Wait. It's great that everybody came out today to stand up against police brutality, mass incarceration, and against the criminalization of a generation of youth. So why did World Can't Wait come out today in support of this protest? Well, I'll tell you why. Some of the same torture techniques that are used at Guantanamo, which World Can't Wait has long protested, are used in the U.S. prison system. The solitary confinement that those men in Guantanamo have suffered for over a decade are used in the U.S. prisons. Criminalization of people, okay, there's one. You want to make the connection between places like Pakistan and Afghanistan and Yemen and Somalia, where boys who are deemed military age, if they're seen in groups, they're targeted by drones. Now, what's that remind you of? Reminds me of right here at home in the U.S., where police target Black youth, Latino youth who are in groups standing on the corner. So what I'm trying to say is, We can't fight these outrages one at a time. We can't continue to come at them like they're separate, because they all happen under the system of capitalism and imperialism. We have to fight to change the world. It's our responsibility. And that is what World Can't Wait is about. It's about the people taking responsibility to stand up and resist the crimes of our government here and around the world, and to change it. Thanks.
Right on. Power to the people. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Right on. Revolutionary greetings, y'all. We got this revolutionary ritual we like to do. We say heads up, eyes open, the fists clenched, y'all. Where them fists at? Right on. Power to the people. I'm Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. I'm gonna be brief, y'all. The son of Chairman Fred Hampton, who was one of the many victims of what we refer to as police terrorism, assassinated December 4th, 1969, along with Defense Captain Mark Clark. It would be ideal if we could say how bad things used to be back in the 60s that the police was gunning us down. But the reality is the pigs are still operating. It was what Minister U.E.P. Newton referred to as an occupying army. This month is a historical month. This is the 40th year, it's acknowledged the 40th year of the anniversary of the founding of the Black Panther Party. And many of the same issues that sparked the birth of the Black Panther Party, which was initially the Black Panther Party for self-defense, those same issues we still dealing with. Again, the police are occupying army in our community. Ain't no war on drugs, no war on gangs, no war on guns. It's a war on the people. And if we don't fight back, if we don't resist, it can be defined as nothing less than what Minister U.E.P. Newton referred to as reactionary suicide. We cannot afford that luxury, y'all. We want to definitely extend a clenched fist salute, to those down in Ferguson, Missouri, which we like the Black Panther Party Cubs are now like to refer to as Mike Brown Town, y'all. Right on. Those courageous cats down in Mike Brown Town, they upped the ante. They addressed the race and the class contradiction. They did not let the state-sanctioned spokesperson, they did not let the charlatans and the other charlatans come down there and hijack their struggle for self-determination. That is a position that the people must engage in. The African community in particular cannot afford the luxury to get engaged in what we call the sidetracking of the slave. In other words, trying to figure out attempting to criminalize the victims. We say that whatever the oppressed do to get the oppressed off his back is justified. Right on? Whatever the oppressed do to get the oppressed off his back is justified. Whatever the oppressed do to get the oppressed off his back is justified. Commandant Che Guevara of the Cuban Revolution. Che Guevara said, let there be 1,000 Vietnams. I today, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. say, let there be 1,000 Mike Brown Towns. Let there be 1,000 Ferguson, Missouri. Let there be 1,000 Mike Brown Towns. So what's our call? Free them all. Power to the people.
All right. That concludes our Speak Out for today. And remember that what we did today, what we accomplished in the streets, and remember our message was in our march in the streets. What we accomplished there has to change what happens tomorrow. This was a beginning today, and from here we go forward. This has to be the beginning of the end of mass incarceration. We don't want a prison nation.
Stop mass incarceration.
We don't want a prison nation.
Stop mass incarceration.
We don't want a prison nation.
Stop mass incarceration.